Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all well. Beautiful day again, beautiful day. I've had a really good morning so far. I've had some really good insight into something that was bothering me. A trigger scenario for me yesterday that sort of made me have to really reflect and do a bit of inner work last night. So really interesting. And then this morning I was watching a reader I really adore on YouTube, and everything she sort of said really confirmed and supported how I've been feeling and how I was thinking. And I also had a conversation with someone today about, if something resonates, and I do believe this because we are in a network and we are brought to each other for a reason. And if you have found me right now on this reading for the first time, it could be that I'm going to be saying something that Spirit wants you to know. There's a guidance, there's a message, and if you choose to hear it, you'll choose to hear it at this time. And it's really important to understand that, and I really believe that wholeheartedly in my experience of my journey over these last 3 years, really, where everything changed for me. So, Spirit, let's have some real guidance for us today. I feel very spaced out almost. I feel like this energy is very strong. I feel like it's a little bit like an ascension scenario, and I do know that May is magical. There's a lot that's going to be happening in May, and I'm starting to feel that build up of energy right now. So we are going to start with our beautiful angel cards. So angels, who is with us on our guidance today, please? Who will be with us on our guidance today? Okay, here it is. Layla. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So I just said to you, that's exactly what I had to do last night. I really had to see things from a higher perspective. I really had to try and find the positive in what it was that was triggering me. And it was kind of confirmed this morning. So if you're hearing this, there may be something that you're battling with a little bit, and you do need to maybe think about the positive perspective of it. Intuitive Whisper cards. Let's see who will be coming out for us this morning to confirm this. And I do just love that picture of Layla, and the color, of course, is that sort of lilac color. Again, that's that sort of inspiration. It's about intuition, that spiritual guidance and support. And she's sort of gazing upwards and over into the beautiful setting sun or moonlight rising, whatever it might be. Oh dear goodness, 3 of them were really battling me to come out. All right, so we have got vulnerability as power. Again, we had this the other day, and actually I love this idea of the mom lion with the lion cub. Now we could look at this in 2 ways, okay? You could look at it that this little lion cub, this child, it could be your inner child that you need to be vulnerable with. You need to go deep and see what it is that is upsetting you and why it's upsetting you. There's a strength in this guidance, for you. So there could be somebody, if you're vulnerable and open up, that is there as your guidance, as your strength, as whatever. And it could just be Spirit, because we've got this beautiful sphere here with this lovely bright light at the top that is guidance. And she's almost like almost looking out into the distance. So vulnerability is power. And that's how I had to be a bit yesterday. I spoke to someone that I trust that could give me a bit of guidance, and I was vulnerable in my feelings. We have to do that. We have to open up our hearts and really see what it is that is bothering us in order to heal, in order to get better. Lovely card number 30. You are brilliant. Beautiful card. There's the peacock. You are brilliant. Perhaps you should say that a little bit more often to yourself. And this is an interesting one. Ground from the root. So it's almost like Spirit is sort of saying, you know, you've got to be able to manage this sort of balance within yourself, I feel here. You know, we need to remain grounded. We need to realize that there is, you know, benefit. You can see here she's stretching up towards this higher branches of this tree but she's remaining very grounded and rooted in the ground and what have you. And you can really feel that, you know, you are brilliant. You've come this far. Don't turn round. Don't go backwards. Keep going forward. Shine your light, you know. Stretch your tail feathers a little bit. Come on. And then, you know, this vulnerable area, this emotional, is really going to be a part of that beauty for you. So I think that is just stunning. 3 beautiful cards, beautiful cards. I'm going to read for you. Okay. You truly are bloody brilliant. Sometimes it is easy to get lost in an internal world of negative thoughts. What did I say? So, yeah, we can reflect, we can be vulnerable, but we don't need to forget that we are brilliant. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am bloody brilliant. Go for it. That is a smile that knows on a deep level that you are brilliant. Words are powerful, so you must be careful to the ones that you are choosing. Think back to this morning. What did you say to yourself when you looked in the mirror? And that is important. You know, did you honor yourself this morning? Or did you ignore yourself? And that kind of comes back to that vulnerability, that inner child that might be calling out to you to say, hey, come on, let's have a bit of fun, or, you know, pay attention to me, or put your arms around me and love me. So very important. Ground from the root. We will read this because that's quite important. Escape from your overthinking mind and ground yourself in your body. It's time to get rooted in nature and connect fully to your body to rediscover the strength. And that's what Layla said as well, you know. Get back to nature, meditating, discover your strength, discover yourself. Go back to that inner work that you need to be doing. Oh, it's a long journey, isn't it? But we've got to do it. And honestly, the rewards are so immense. We get such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful change when we consider that. And we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. She's been with us quite often, hasn't she? You know, it is about this sort of solar plexus and sacral chakras. That is your emotional centers. Okay, so that is our vulnerability, maybe. That's what you've got to get back to. Lower down, second chakra. I think I'm right in saying that. Let me just get to number 36 and double check. Intimacy and creativity. Spends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity. When this card appears and is upright, it's urging you to get creative. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others can flow more freely. So nurture yourself. Be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie from others. That's so lovely. So maybe that's part of your vulnerability is power as well, you know. Making sure that you're opening your heart to that with other people, not closing yourself off, not hiding who you are, possibly. All right, we have your mind is an altar to source energy. That's interesting. That is lovely. And we have another one sitting over here, clear your karma. Okay, your mind is open to source energy. Let me get that one for you. We haven't had that before. Your mind is open to source energy. 88. Okay. So, your mind is a powerful space. It's like a temple or sacred space with an altar that is directly connected to the universe. Throughout your human life, you will face challenges, fear, and uncertainty. These experiences can contribute to thinking that you are facing things alone, but all these thoughts are placed on an altar connected to Source. If you're finding a certain situation particularly challenging at the moment, lay it on the altar. Remember, go back to meditating. Vibe of the day, I welcome support from the universe with the thoughts that concern me. The thoughts that cause me concern. Right, good luck with that, my friends.